When the process of contracting a muscle occurs, the brain first sends a signal down the spinal cord and the process begins. The signal that the brain sends is called a nerve signal. This signal enters through the motor neuron fiber, and when this occurs, calcium enters the synaptic knob. When the nerve signal arrives, that causes the calcium voltage gate ion channels to open, which then stimulates exocytosis in the synaptic vesicle, and they contain acetylcholine, and when that is triggered, acetylcholine is released into the synaptic cleft, which is the red particles shown in the picture traveling down. The acetylcholine receptors that are connected to the sarcolemma bind to the receptor. When acetylcholine binds to the receptor, it opens up and sodium goes in and potassium goes out. The voltage change in end plate region opens nearby voltage gated channels, producing an action potential. As action potential is occurring, it spreads over the sarcolemma and enters the T-tubule. The T-tubule is the red tube going down the middle in the picture. When it is going down the T-tubule, voltage gate channels open in the T-tubules. This causes the calcium gates to open the sarcoplasmic reticulum. In the picture, the calcium is leaving the blue portion, which is the sarcoplasmic reticulum. When calcium is released by the sarcoplasmic reticulum, it binds to the troponin. Calcium is the orange dot on top of the red. They stick to the tropomyosin, blocking the binding sides. In order for everything to bond properly, tropomyosin has to change shape, so the active sites can be exposed. The active sites are the red dots shown in the picture. At the top, the myosin head has ATP and is trying to make up ADP. Its heads attack and it wants its head to attach to something. To the right, the myosin heads attach to the actin and form cross bridges. The cross bridges that form allow actin and myosin to interact. On the bottom, once the myosin head has attached, they rotate towards the center of the sarcomere, causing a power stroke. To the left, while the power stroke is occurring, ATP is binding to the myosin head, and the cross bridges detach themselves from the actin. This causes the nerve stimulation to cease, and the acetylcholinesterase removes acetylcholine from the receptors. The removal causes the muscle to contract. After the muscle has contracted, it needs to relax. In order for it to relax, active transport is needed to pump calcium back into the sarcoplasmic reticulum. ATP is needed for muscle relaxation as well as muscle contraction. The loss of calcium from the sarcoplasm moves troponin, tropomyosin complex over active sites, which stops the production or maintenance of tension. Muscle fibers return to its resting length due to the recoil of series elastic components and contraction of antagonistic muscles.